You ever wake up one day feeling like a superhero ready to conquer the world, and then the next day you can't even conquer your bedsheet? Yeah, I've been there too. Let's be honest, we all have those days when motivation packs its bags, waves goodbye, and leaves us alone with Netflix and snacks. But here's the thing, staying consistent isn't about feeling motivated all the time. It's about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So today we're talking about how to stay consistent when you feel unmotivated, and I promise it's simpler and funnier than you think. First off, let's bust a myth. People think successful folks are motivated 24/7. Spoiler alert, they're not. Even your favorite athlete, YouTuber, or billionaire probably has days where they stare at their screen thinking, yeah, not today. The real secret? They've learned to move without motivation. Imagine this. You're waiting for motivation like it's a bus. You're at the stop looking at your watch saying, it should be here any minute now. But hours pass and no bus shows up. Meanwhile, the people who are actually making progress, they started walking. Moral of the story, stop waiting for motivation. It's unreliable. Instead, create systems that make it easy to stay consistent, even when you don't feel like it. Step 1. Lower the bar seriously. When you feel unmotivated, your brain turns everything into a mountain. Go to the gym suddenly feels like climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops. So instead of saying, I'll work out for an hour, say, I'll just put on my workout clothes. Because here's the magic. Once you start, your brain often goes, well, since we're already here, we might as well do a little more. It's called the 2-minute rule. If something feels overwhelming, start with just 2 minutes. Write for 2 minutes, clean for 2 minutes, study for 2 minutes. Even if that's all you do, you've won. Because you showed up. Consistency starts with showing up, not showing off. Step 2. Remember your why. When motivation dies, purpose takes over. Ask yourself, why did I start? Not in a dramatic movie voice way, but genuinely. Maybe you're studying because you want freedom, not grades. Maybe you're exercising because you want energy, not abs. Maybe you're working on your business because you want to help your family, not just make money. When you remind yourself of the why, even a small step feels meaningful. It's like pushing a shopping cart uphill. Annoying, yes, but you keep going because you know there's food waiting at the top. Step 3. Don't trust your feelings. Trust your plan. If you only act when you feel like it, your goals are in trouble. Feelings are like Wi-Fi signals. Strong one day, gone the next. That's why you need a plan that doesn't depend on your mood. For example, instead of saying, I'll go for a run when I feel like it, say, I'll run every morning at 7 a.m., rain or shine. Your brain loves routine. The more automatic your habits become, the less energy you spend deciding. You brush your teeth without thinking about it, right? That's what consistency feels like, automatic. And the more automatic it is, the less motivation you need. Step 4. Make it fun, or at least less boring. Let's be real, some tasks are boring, but boring doesn't have to mean unbearable. Studying? Make it a challenge. Can you summarize a chapter before your coffee cools down? Working out? Blast music and dance between sets. Doing chores? Listen to a podcast that makes you laugh. We humans are wired for rewards, so make consistency feel like a mini victory, not a punishment. Here's a trick. Create a done list instead of a to-do list. Every time you finish something, write it down and look at it later. It gives your brain a small, heck yeah, I did that moment. And those moments add up. Step 5. Forgive yourself for off days. No one's perfect. Even robots need charging. You'll miss days. You'll mess up. You'll binge 3 episodes when you meant to do 1. That doesn't make you lazy. It makes you human. Consistency isn't about never failing. It's about never quitting. Missing 1 day doesn't ruin your progress. But beating yourself up over it? That's what actually breaks the streak. When you slip, just say, okay, today wasn't great. Tomorrow, we reset. Simple. Done. No guilt needed. Step 6. Surround yourself with accountability. You ever notice how you clean faster when guests are coming over? That's accountability. Tell someone your goals, or better yet, Do it with them, a friend, a group, even an online community. Because when you know someone's watching, it's harder to slack off. If no one's available, become your own accountability partner. Set a daily check mark, record your progress, or reward yourself for consistency. Even small visual progress, like seeing those check marks pile up, can be super motivating. Now let's tie it all together. Consistency isn't about being perfect or hyped up 24/7. It's about building small habits that keep you moving even when you're tired, bored, or unmotivated. You don't need to run. Walking works too, as long as you're heading in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, progress doesn't come from motivation. It comes from momentum. So next time you feel unmotivated, remember this. Don't wait to feel ready. Start small, show up anyway, and keep going. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's messy. Because that's how consistency is built, one small, stubborn step at a time. And hey, if all else fails, just remember, motivation is like Wi-Fi. Sometimes it disappears. But consistency, that's your data plan. You can always keep going, even without a signal. Now go take that first tiny step. Your future self is already cheering for you. If you loved it, like, share, and let me hear your thoughts.